Your black dress is like a lightning bolt. I let it rock.
Oh, Tasteless, turn that banana frown upside down and put a banana grin above that chin because it is time for Fruit Dealer.
Yeah, we got Fruit Dealer. We got our bananas ready.
That's right.
And I think we're going to have a very interesting game here. Ready for a Fruit Dealer fight? Guys, I'm so sad Nesty is out. How did that interview go?
It went well.
Yeah?
You know, if he did not get to practice Fruit Dealer because Fruit Dealer is preparing for HongUn. So, what you going to do?
You're going to make Marines and SCVs, Artosis.
That's it. Don't need much practice for that, Tasteless.
Rain really wants that money. That's all I got to say. Nesty, you could keep the honor, but I'll keep all the cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was Rain and Zerglings that game, man.
No
Just
kidding.
Splattering apart into Zergling blood.
Pretty nasty. All right. So, GSL Fruit Dealer against HongUn Prime. A little bit of a story between these guys. HongUn Prime says he could take the Fruit Dealer out.
Yeah. You know, I think it's mostly friendly banter, but maybe he thinks that. We'll have to see. I am feeling it for Fruit Dealer. I feel like Fruit Dealer is definitely the better player here. Obviously, he's a champion. I mean,
he's rich.
He's got results on his side for sure.
That's true.
But just watching both players, I feel pretty confident in our Zerg player here, Fruit Dealer. But, you know, HongUn, he's had good results in Korea.
Yeah.
It's definitely not outside the realm of possibility that he'll be able to take this match.
A lot of people really consider him a favorite at the stream. The Korean commentators especially really think this guy could have won it.
Yeah.
Season 2, and then he lost. But he has a chance of doing it here at Season 3.
He definitely does. He's getting very deep.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to see. His favorite matchup is against Zerg. Feels very confident in it. Probably because Fruit Dealer is one of his friends. He plays with them a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Fruit Dealer, nice guy. HongUn, nice guy.
Yeah.
Very friendly. Fruit Dealer's got a good sense of humor.
Indeed he does. And HongUn, kind of a goofy guy.
Yeah. In order to name yourself Fruit Dealer, you kind of have to. All right. Over here on the left, we have the Fruit Dealer. On the right, HongUn Prime.
Fruit Dealer, the champion of GSL Season 1. When no one thought a Zerg could make it, he kept inching by the competition and took that finals. Of course, he's Code S, #1 ranked player in GSL. And he is looking for another GSL win. $87,000 was not enough for this man. But he is against someone hungry for his first title. And a good friend of his, HongUn Prime.we. And he is a good Protoss. I loved his carriers, Tasteless. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
GSL. He's beaten some good players on the way. JSL Zenith and the best Foyu, both very good. Meanwhile, Fruit Dealer kind of easied his way up here. SC Foyu could have taken him out, but Tosiad in that first round was easy for him. Bit by bit, Prime. Fruit Dealer knew about those all-ins coming before they came. He was clairvoyant on that one. Not that that was one you needed tarot cards for, if you get my meaning. But it should be a pretty good match. These two know each other a lot, so we might see some tricky play as they try to trick each other.
Now, taking a look at the maps, we have Lost Temple. Oh, no, excuse me, Steps of War and Scrap Station, Shikuras Plateau, Lost Temple, and Blistering Sands.
All right.
How did I do, Artosis?
You did really well there, Tasteless. I like the map pool. I think that it's a totally good map pool for Fruit Dealer. He's got to feel good on these maps. Steps of War is going to be the really hard one that HongUn has to take down.
Yeah.
But then after that, you know, Scrap Station. Zergs feel pretty decent there against Protoss. You know, it can get messy when you're down at your third base area. But that third map, Shikuras Plateau, I think that's a pretty even map for this matchup.
Yeah. And that is
Temple,
interesting fan art. It looks like
really someone took a bite out
Glenn Beck's chalkboard or something, like stuff taped all over it. So yeah,
someone took a bite out of that that Baneling lime.
Yeah.
Fun fact: limes are technically illegal in Korea, so I'm told. Someone told me this. Actually.
Oh my God! I've never actually had a lime in Korea.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
I have no idea why.
I
don't actually know if it's true. I kind of don't believe it, but I was told.
If you get a Corona here, they give you a lemon.
They do give you a lemon.
If you get tequila here, they'll give you a lemon.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lime yet.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Wow.
We should become lime smokers.
Lime
We'd
dealers.
make millions.
Sir, we have to pat you down. I'm like limes like all over me. I'm like, oh God.
You paint them yellow, so they're like, oh, it's just a lemon. You can go.
That's strange. You keep lemons in your pants, but that's not illegal. So, all right. we're going to get this started pretty soon. Both players are saying that they're ready to go. I'm going to have to move my toilet paper. I'm sick. I have a cold and blowing my nose. It's not like I don't have pants on and I'm sitting on the toilet while I cast this. But that is some pretty good imagery for you guys. Get ready for this game to start. Up here at the top right, the highest ranked player in the GSL champion of Season 1 and a mighty dealer of fruit. He is...
GSL 과잉 장수.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. State of the game. Another fan. Gimmel B.
Down here in the bottom left, we have our blue Protoss.
HongUn Prime win.
I have some bad news
Go ahead, Artosis.
for everyone. My banana has a lot of bruises on it, and I
Oh,
won't be
that's
eating
it.
it. I don't like banana bruises. I'm very sad. Can I have your banana?
No, man. I'm sick. I need these vitamins and stuff.
The bruises are full of vitamin C. That's not true, everyone. Don't tell Tasteless, though.
So Protoss has scouted him. HongUn has to be competent on this map. This is probably the hardest map for Zerg in general.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a map that Zergs don't want to play on.
Uh-oh. Forge first.
Now, very interesting. In the new patch coming out soon, I'm sure a lot of you have read about, it's going to take 3 pylons to block the bottom of a ramp. But here it only takes 2 because that patch is not in swing yet.
Here we go.
Let's take a look-see. There
One.
it is. There's 1, there's 2, and actually I think that has a little hole in it.
Does it?
I think he may be, perhaps, I don't know, it's so hard to tell while they're warping in. But sometimes Protoss does leave like a little hole, and they can clog that up later. Just throw a pylon down and then cancel it. That way they can scout the Zerg main several times. Because when Zerg sees this, they don't make a bunch of Zerglings. And FruitDealer is even going to try to stop that as soon as he sees it. He's like, whatevs.
Well, he's probably experienced this before.
Oh, definitely.
That's my better
Oh,
choice.
that's an understatement there, Tasteless. If you play Zerg on the Korean server, this is going to happen to you quite a bit, especially if you play Steps of War.
Gateway coming now. This is a variation of a strategy we saw sometimes in StarCraft 1
Yeah.
that I actually did every once in a while.
It was the Tasteless
It
build in
was the
StarCraft
Tasteless
1.
build. And basically, you just stuff the bottom of the ramp, sometimes with a Zealots blocking it, or in this case, pylons in StarCraft 2 with a cannon. And what that forces Zerg to do is they have to deal with this stuff before they can expand. Zerg are not meant to have one base. Meanwhile, the Protoss tries to tech and counter whatever the Zerg's doing, and basically just stay ahead.
Quite true. Well, that cannon just sitting there. But I like this by FruitDealer, actually. I haven't seen a lot of this to deal with it. It's a second hatchery. It's going to definitely improve his economy a lot with the extra larva. He can make more drones. It also is going to make it so he doesn't have to use a creep tumor to push his spine crawler to the choke to kill. This is actually just going to connect everything up with creep. So I do like the move. In the meantime, he is getting his second gas up. And
Think he's going to hide a Stargate here, maybe?
definitely a possibility. Could be Dark Templar Tech as well. Dark Templar Tech would really push the limits of what Zerg wants to get off of one base.
And what's he going to make? Stargate.
It is, in fact, Stargate.
Oh.
Double Stargate. Well, you know, sometimes Zergs go Hydra against the cannon blocking. Hopefully for FruitDealer, that's what he's doing, but it does not look like it, Tasteless. Roach Warren is going up. He does have 2 queens, but if 2 Void Rays come, that won't be enough, unless he has a lot of transfuses.
This is totally going to catch the Zerg off guard. But FruitDealer's smart. He has to know something's going on here.
Yeah.
And he did scout the main and not see anything. All right, Spike Roller's going to come down here and take out these 2 pylons. Oh. Did he spot that?
He did.
It.
Saw at least one. And cancel that Roach Horn.
Hydrogen.
And that's what it takes. I'm surprised that he made it in that exact location. I guess it kind of makes sense because it's so close. He wants to get those Void Rays in there most ASAPly. Now we do have the choke. Taking out pylons.
Unfortunately, did not get this pylon yet. Here we go.
That shouldn't reach it. It does reach it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Some funky, wonky range there.
It can actually hit that pylon, but unfortunately, a Spine Crawler cannot attack air units. Just think about that for a second.
Now there are 3 queens out, but more and more Void Rays are being made. A Phoenix being pumped out as well. Going to lift up a queen with that while he attacks the queens with the other ones. Now, we do have some Hydras popping out, so he should be completely fine. And in fact, you know, this is kind of a risky follow-up by HongUn, because now we're going to see he's going to go ahead and attack pretty quickly here. But Hydras are going to be out, and those counter these pretty hard. He's going to be able to get an expansion up quite quickly because so much resources has been put into the flying army of HongUn Prime here. Here we go.
Here they come.
Going after the queens, but there's a lot of Hydras there. Smartly moves away. And, you know, realistically, FruitDealer, I feel, is in an excellent position here. You know, what is HongUn going to go from here? He has a bunch of Void Rays. Those aren't going to be too useful right now. Going to try to harass a little bit, but on creep, those Hydras are going to be fine.
Yeah, I think this kind of sneaky strategy here from our Protoss has basically been stopped.
Yeah, it was a little bit risky. He wanted to get a really quick free win. You know, just fly in there and not have a Hydra stand, just be like, ha 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 ha, I have Void Rays. That was his plan. Did not work out.
Unfortunately, no. Looks like he's going to try to go over here and get this hatchery.
In the meantime, he is going to go ahead and snipe that. Sent all his Hydras, though, so this is time to actually take that down. Hydra's very slow without the creep to go over there and actually stop this, but the queens are out.
Uh-oh.
And
nice
cancels
save.
it at the last second. That's, at least he did not lose it in that way.
And once those Void Rays get to a high enough level, it's so hard to stop them.
HongUn actually going for a 4-gate from here. So, you know, he could have done a solid follow-up to cannoning in FruitDealer, but kind of went for this funky all-in into another all-in. You know, he's really, at this point, he has to kill him with the full warp gate. But Hydras and Speedlings are exactly what you want against warp gate all-ins, so that's going to make it a little bit hard on HongUn.
A little bit of harassment over here with the Phoenixes. You can see he's just trying to see if he can get a little snipe on the hatch again. And, yeah, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Go ahead, Artosis.
Hydra's just kind of creeping over there, see if they can't kill the Stargates. But the Void Rays are going to come back. If he cancels this again, I'm going to be a sad man.
That is 4 Void Rays.
I know, man. That's going to kill him really quick. And he's going to have to cancel a hatchery once again. So, you know, I don't know why he keeps sending everything he has over there. Better send just a few Speedlings.
Yeah, you could send a Hydra.
Yeah. Well...
An Hydra.
An Hydra?
You can send an Hydra over there to destroy it.
Is that a Hydra named Ann?
No, I just want to sound pretentious.
All right. I think it's only with a silent H that you say Ann.
I know.
All right.
An historic moment.
Anyways, here comes the all-in from HongUn.
FruitDealer is actually not in as good of a position as I had expected him to be in.
Yeah, that expansion should have been up about 10 years ago. In fact, HongUn's made him cancel so many times, he could probably just make a Nexus and play a standard game from here, to be perfectly honest. But instead, even though he makes him cancel it several times, which makes FruitDealer make more and more units instead of drones, HongUn's going to go for it. Now, will this be enough? It might be. He might not be expecting this, because this is kind of like a funny thing to do, especially against Hydras. It's like, well, no, this is what I want to deal with that. We'll see. Here come the Speedlings rushing in. And I think HongUn might actually have enough here. FruitDealer bringing up his drones. And, well, the Void Rays are certainly going to go down.
Very nice.
Nope, does not have enough. That was on the brink of being enough, but FruitDealer does hold it out.
Well, once the Void Rays disappeared, it was just game over.
The army just melted. I mean, when you force a bunch of Hydras, this is exactly what you don't want to do, is make a lot of gateway units, because that's what Hydras are good against, is gateway units and flying stuff, and that's exactly what HongUn made. So definitely a big mistake by him there. Surrounding now, FruitDealer just going for this kill. HongUn making a Nexus after that failed attack. GG. FruitDealer takes that first game, that first important map for HongUn, Steps of War. And FruitDealer making it look easy.
FruitDealer is a badass.
He is a badass.
He's like, I'm a badass, so I'm going to drink all this liquid.
One shot!
One shot.
And down it goes, that sugary drink.
Yes. Speaking of sugary drinks.
Mountain Dew tasteless.
Have some of that.
Yeah.
I'm an extreme guy.
I know. Do the Dew tasteless.
I'm doing
the
do.
Dew.
Gonna go bungee jumping after this. Maybe go longboarding down a very steep mountain.
I think me and my friends are going to get in my Suburban and go ahead and go snowboarding. You know, maybe hit up a snowboard half pipe because we are extreme.
We're extreme guys.
Yeah.
That's why we drink Mountain Dew. That's why they're sponsoring this event.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And our other sponsor, Sony Ericsson and the Incheon Tourism Organization. Supporting esports. We appreciate it. Artosis. I'm still sick, but I do not want to stop casting these games.
Well, don't worry. You're not going to, because we're going to keep going.
We're not allowed to stop.
Yeah.
It's our job.
FruitDealer is going to be playing on Scrap Station next.
Great map.
It's a very good map.
Yeah.
I must agree. It's kind of funny the way it works out, because a lot of the architecture is very good for Protoss and or Terran against Zerg. But normally Zergs like to play on it. You know, it's very hard to rush them early on. And, sometimes in a lot of situations you take that gold as your third, and if Protoss attacks it, you counter. So it doesn't happen as much in this matchup. It happens a lot more in Zerg versus Terran. But I'm excited to see what HongUn has on this map that he's going to pull out. We'll see.
The game's getting ready. Another PDZ. Will FruitDealer make it to the Final Four, or will HongUn win in an upset? Let's find out.